13 daily habits that keep seniors' homes spotlessly clean. The secret you've never heard before. Stop right there. Before you scroll past this video, let me ask you something that might change how you see your home forever. What if I told you that the secret to a consistently clean, peaceful home has nothing to do with spending hours scrubbing, nothing to do with expensive cleaning services, and absolutely nothing to do with having more energy than you know what to do with? What if the answer lies in something so ridiculously simple that most people completely overlook it? Something that takes less than 30 minutes total throughout your entire day, yet transforms your living space into a sanctuary that feels fresh, organized, and welcoming every single time you walk through the door. I'm Eleanor, and today I'm sharing 13 powerful daily habits that seasoned homeowners use to maintain spotless homes without the exhaustion, without the overwhelm, and without turning cleaning into their full-time job. If you're tired of the endless cycle of deep cleaning only to watch your home return to chaos within days, this video will be a game changer for you. But here's what I need you to do right now. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because what I'm about to share with you, especially habit number 13, will completely shift your perspective on what it means to truly live in your home rather than just existing in it. And if you find even one of these habits helpful, show some love with a like. It helps this message reach other people who desperately need to hear it. Introduction. Have you ever stepped into the home of someone in their golden years and wondered how they maintain such pristine, welcoming spaces? The floors gleam softly, surfaces shine without a trace of clutter, and there's this undeniable sense of calm that washes over you the moment you enter. Meanwhile, you're standing there thinking, how do they do it? They must spend their entire day cleaning, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. The truth is far more elegant and sustainable than you might imagine. These wise homeowners aren't spending their days bent over scrub brushes or frantically racing against mountains of mess. Instead, they've discovered something profound, the art of maintenance over marathon cleaning sessions. They've mastered the delicate dance of incorporating tiny, almost invisible actions into their daily rhythm. Actions so small and natural that they barely register as cleaning at all. Yet these microscopic habits create homes that consistently feel bright, spacious, comfortable, and genuinely peaceful. Now, let me paint a different picture. Does this sound familiar? You walk into your living room and immediately feel that familiar weight in your chest, the visual chaos that seems to mock your efforts. You remember spending an entire weekend deep cleaning, organizing every corner, feeling proud of your accomplishment. But here you are just 3 days later, staring at the same clutter, the same surfaces that somehow attract mess like magnets. You bend down to pick up item after item, feeling that familiar ache in your back, that frustration in your mind. You're not lazy, you know that, but you feel powerless against this endless tide of things that need wiping, folding, organizing, storing. The very thought of starting makes you tired before you even begin. You're facing a room full of tasks with no clear starting point, feeling overwhelmed at an age when you should be enjoying the comfort of your own space, not battling it. Here's what I want you to understand. Nobody wants to live in a state of perpetual deep cleaning. Nobody has the physical energy or mental stamina to spend entire days tidying, only to end each week more exhausted than when they started. But everybody deserves to live in a space that feels light, comfortable, easy to navigate, and genuinely restful. And that reality is absolutely achievable through the power of small, consistent habits. Tiny, daily actions that require no superhuman strength, no complicated systems, no dramatic home transformations. Just a few minutes here and there, a few simple movements, but enough to keep your home feeling like a place you can breathe easily, move freely, and sleep peacefully. In this video, I'll walk you through 13 specific habits that experienced homeowners practice every single day. Nothing flashy or Instagram-worthy, nothing that requires special equipment or endless energy. just familiar actions like smoothing a bedspread, wiping down a counter, opening a window for fresh air, and taking a moment to actually enjoy the space you've cared for. I especially want you to stay until the very end because habit number 13 will surprise you. It's not about cleaning techniques or organizational systems. It doesn't ask you to do more work or learn new skills. Instead, it's the secret ingredient that makes people who live alone still feel like their home is warm, their heart is light, and their space truly nurtures their soul. If you've ever felt lost walking through your own rooms, if you've ever stood in your kitchen feeling overwhelmed and unsure where to begin, if you're ready to embrace a gentler, more sustainable approach to maintaining your home right where you are today, then make sure you're subscribed to this channel. We're going on a journey together, step by step, toward a way of living that honors both your home and your peace of mind.
Habit 1. Make your bed every single morning. Seasoned homeowners who maintain consistently tidy spaces don't begin their day by reaching for their phone or shuffling straight to the coffee maker. Instead, they start with something that appears almost trivial, yet creates a ripple effect of positivity throughout their entire day, making their bed immediately upon waking. When that comforter is pulled smooth and those pillows are arranged just so, the entire bedroom transforms. Even if you haven't touched another surface in the room, everything suddenly feels more intentional, more cared for, more alive. This isn't about creating a sterile, hotel-perfect environment. It's about establishing a foundation of order that psychologically anchors your entire day. Making your bed requires virtually no physical strength and takes no more than 2 to 3 minutes of your time. Yet it provides something invaluable, the immediate sense that you own your day rather than your day owning you. When your bed is made, you're also far less likely to toss clothing across it, pile mail on top of it, or allow the bedroom to devolve into chaos, because that tidy foundation naturally encourages everything else to stay in place. You don't need to achieve magazine-worthy perfection. There's no need to create hospital corners or arrange decorative pillows in elaborate displays. Simply pull that cover smooth, place your pillows where they belong, and trust the process. Don't overthink the technique. Don't wait until you feel energetic or motivated. Just do it consistently, day after day, until it becomes as automatic as brushing your teeth. Once this becomes a true habit, something you do without conscious decision-making, you'll discover something interesting. On the rare occasions when you skip it, something will feel distinctly off about your morning routine. Your bedroom will look somehow incomplete, unsettled, less welcoming. Many people report feeling a noticeable shift after just a few days of consistent bed making. Not only does the room look more intentional, but their entire mindset feels more grounded and purposeful. When they return to their bedroom in the afternoon or evening, it feels like someone thoughtful prepared this space specifically for them, a place designed for rest, relaxation, and genuine peace.
Habit 2. Never leave anything out of place, not even once. When you ask experienced homeowners about their secret to maintaining consistently organized spaces, they rarely mention specific cleaning techniques or revolutionary organizational systems. Instead, they talk about something deceptively simple: never leaving things out of place, not even temporarily. Pick it up, put it away, complete the action, return everything to its designated home. There's no "I'll deal with this later" mentality, no "I'll just set this down for now" compromise, because they understand a fundamental truth about how clutter accumulates. One misplaced item inevitably leads to a second, then a third, and before you realize what's happening, your carefully maintained space feels chaotic again. That jacket draped over the dining chair, that coffee mug abandoned on the side table, that kitchen towel left crumpled on the counter. Individually, these seem harmless, almost insignificant. But collectively, they create visual noise that fatigues your eyes, weighs down your mental clarity, and transforms the simple act of maintaining your home into an overwhelming chore. Experienced homeowners don't save tidying for the end of the day when they're already tired. They integrate it seamlessly into their daily activities. They grab something and immediately put it back where it belongs. They finish drinking water and immediately wash the glass. They change clothes and immediately fold or hang what they've removed. Everything flows naturally, nothing accumulates, nothing becomes a burden that looms over their evening routine. Some call this the one-touch rule, meaning each item gets handled exactly once before returning to its proper place. This way, nothing lingers in temporary locations, nothing creates those dreaded piles that make you sigh before you even approach them. The home maintains its sense of lightness, not because it underwent intensive cleaning, but because it never had the opportunity to become truly messy in the first place. This habit requires a subtle shift in mindset. Instead of thinking, "I'll put this away later when I have more time," you begin thinking, "I'll complete this action now while the item is already in my hands." It's about finishing tasks completely rather than leaving them partially done, about respecting your future self enough to not burden them with today's postponed decisions.
Habit 3. Wipe down surfaces throughout the day. A pristine table surface, a gleaming cabinet top, and a spotless kitchen counter can single-handedly brighten your entire living space, even when you haven't mopped floors or dusted furniture anywhere else in the house. Experienced homeowners understand this powerful principle, which is why they wipe surfaces consistently throughout each day. They don't wait for visible dirt or obvious stains to appear before taking action. Instead, they wipe as a form of maintenance, a way of staying ahead of problems rather than chasing after them. A soft cloth or lightly dampened towel stays within easy reach, ready to be used whenever they pass by a surface or finish eating a meal or preparing a cup of tea. They perform quick, effortless passes across dining tables, armrests, cabinet surfaces, and countertops, especially the places that get touched frequently throughout the day. Each individual wipe takes only seconds to complete and requires no harsh chemicals, no special equipment, no physical strain. But when these micro-actions accumulate day after day, the result is remarkable. Dust never builds into visible layers, grime never hardens into stubborn stains, and water spots or coffee rings never have time to set permanently. You'll notice the difference immediately when you sit down at a spotless table for your morning tea, when you prepare food on a counter free of smudges and sticky spots, when you reach for something on a shelf and find no dust transferring to your fingertips. More importantly, your mind feels clearer too, less distracted by the subtle visual chaos that accumulates when surfaces go untended. The key is keeping cleaning cloths strategically located throughout your home. A towel near the kitchen sink, another cloth in the living room, a small cleaning supply in each bathroom. When everything you need is within arm's reach, surface cleaning stops feeling like a chore and becomes simply part of your natural movement through your home. Habit 4. Complete one small load of laundry daily. Homeowners who maintain consistently organized spaces don't wait for their laundry baskets to overflow before taking action. Instead, they process one small load each day, just enough clothing to handle a few towels, a couple of outfits, or yesterday's sheets. This approach keeps laundry manageable, light, and easy to integrate into their natural daily rhythm. There's no need to designate entire weekends to laundry marathons or wait until Monday to tackle a mountain of accumulated clothing. Like many efficient systems, they choose to handle laundry during convenient moments, early morning while preparing breakfast or late afternoon while relaxing at home. The key is avoiding the psychological weight that comes with facing overwhelming piles of unwashed items. They understand a crucial truth about procrastination. The more laundry accumulates, the more you avoid starting the process. What should be a simple, routine task transforms into a mental burden that looms over your weekend plans. Some prefer washing a few items by hand in the sink, others use quick machine cycles, and some focus on specific categories like towels one day, clothing the next. Every approach works perfectly as long as it happens regularly and consistently. The goal is preventing your laundry basket from reaching that critical point where you literally sigh before approaching it, where the task feels insurmountable rather than routine. When you maintain this daily habit, you'll discover that laundry stops being something you dread and becomes just another small part of caring for your home and yourself. If you already practice daily laundry management, leave a comment with the number 1 to encourage others who might be reading. If you're inspired to start implementing this habit today, leave a 0 to mark your new beginning. Because with just one small load each day, you'll feel your entire relationship with household maintenance becoming lighter and more manageable, bit by bit. Habit 5. Always clean dishes before morning arrives. A spotless sink greeting you each morning helps your day begin with a sense of calm control. But a sink overflowing with last night's dirty dishes creates an immediate feeling of overwhelm the moment you open your eyes. This is precisely why experienced homeowners never, under any circumstances, leave dirty dishes to face them the following day. They wash everything immediately after dinner or complete the task right before heading to bed. There's no waiting for motivation or energy levels to improve, no procrastinating until tomorrow brings fresh enthusiasm. They simply clean whatever dishes were used, wipe down the sink area, and consider the kitchen properly closed for the evening. The next morning, stepping into a kitchen with clean, empty counters and a sparkling sink feels like walking into a space that's genuinely welcoming you with open arms. There's no internal voice scolding you for last night's laziness, no unfinished business casting a shadow over your fresh start, no sense that you're already behind before your day has even begun. Many people transform this routine into a meaningful ritual that helps them transition from day into evening. They wash dishes mindfully, perhaps brew a final cup of herbal tea, and then settle into their nighttime routine with the satisfaction of knowing tomorrow will begin cleanly. This feeling extends far beyond simple cleanliness. It's about creating closure, about wrapping up each day with intentionality and care. You don't need to achieve perfection or scrub every surface until it gleams. The goal is simply ensuring that nothing remains undone that would create dread or resistance when you face your kitchen the following morning. This small act of consideration for your future self creates a positive momentum that influences how you approach the entire day ahead. Habit 6. Process all papers immediately upon arrival. Even the most beautifully maintained living space can be instantly undermined by paper chaos. When documents don't get handled promptly, junk mail, bills, receipts, medical paperwork, and promotional flyers begin infiltrating every surface in your home. Coffee tables, kitchen counters, bedroom dressers, entryway furniture. Eventually, they create overwhelming piles that exhaust your eyes and drain your mental energy just by existing in your peripheral vision. Experienced homeowners typically establish a simple but effective system. One designated tray for new papers that need review, one container for important documents that require filing, and one small basket for items heading straight to recycling. Everything follows a clear, predetermined path with no temporary holding areas and absolutely no delayed decision-making. Each time they bring mail or paperwork into their home, they sort it immediately, before fully settling into their living space, while the documents are still in their hands and their mind is focused on processing mode. This habit ensures there's never a scene of papers scattered randomly where they don't belong, never a frantic search when they need to locate something specific. The key is handling papers while you still have momentum from retrieving them, before you get distracted by other activities or convince yourself you'll deal with them later. Later rarely comes, and when it does, you're facing a much larger, more overwhelming task than if you'd spent 2 minutes sorting everything upon arrival. This system works because it eliminates the mental load of constantly seeing unprocessed papers in your living space. Your home feels more intentional, more under control, and you always know exactly where to find what you need when you need it. Habit 7. Invite fresh air inside every morning. Regardless of how meticulously clean your home might be, if fresh air can't circulate freely, the entire space will feel stagnant and lifeless. This is why seasoned homeowners make it a point to open at least one window every single morning, even if only for a brief period. A gentle breeze, a shaft of natural light, a current of outdoor air moving through interior rooms. These simple elements can transform the entire atmosphere of your home without requiring any actual cleaning or organizing. They open windows while preparing breakfast, while making their bed, or during their morning tea routine. There's no need to throw every window wide open. Often, just cracking them enough to encourage air circulation makes all the difference. Some focus on opening one small panel to create cross-ventilation. Others simply lift a window slightly to release the heaviness that accumulates overnight. This gentle air movement helps dissipate yesterday's cooking odors, eliminates the stuffiness that builds up in closed spaces, and introduces a fresh vitality that makes everything feel more alive and welcoming. Experienced homeowners don't wait until their home starts feeling stuffy or smelling stale before opening windows. They treat daily fresh air like a steady breath for their living space, understanding that homes, like people, need regular oxygen exchange to maintain their vitality and comfort. It's a proactive habit rather than a reactive response to problems. The difference is immediately noticeable. Rooms feel brighter, more spacious, and somehow cleaner even when you haven't touched a cleaning cloth. Your own mood and energy levels benefit too, as fresh air naturally helps you feel more alert and optimistic about the day ahead. Habit 8. Focus daily attention on frequently touched surfaces. Dust doesn't need to accumulate into thick, obvious layers before it starts affecting the comfort and atmosphere of your home. Sometimes just a thin film on frequently used surfaces, drawer handles, light switches, table edges, remote controls, is enough to make sensitive people feel like something isn't quite right about their environment. Experienced homeowners don't allow these high-touch areas to stay dusty for extended periods. They wipe them down daily, focusing specifically on the surfaces they interact with most often throughout their regular routines. This isn't about achieving comprehensive deep cleaning. It's about maintaining the areas that most directly impact their daily comfort and the overall freshness of their living space. Just a few targeted spots each day, requiring only a few minutes of attention, but the consistency prevents that subtle sense of neglect that can make a home feel dull, aged, or somehow unloved. Some use a dry microfiber cloth. Others prefer a slightly dampened towel. Whatever cleaning method feels most natural and convenient for their routine. The key is keeping appropriate cleaning supplies readily accessible as you move through your home. A cloth tucked in a living room drawer, cleaning wipes in a bathroom cabinet, a dust cloth on a bedroom shelf. When everything you need is within easy reach, there's no excuse for postponing these micro-cleaning moments, no reason to let dust accumulate while you hunt for supplies. A little attention each day keeps your home feeling fresh, bright, and well cared for. More importantly, it keeps your own mood and energy levels elevated, because living in a space that feels clean and intentional naturally supports your overall sense of well-being and contentment. Habit 9. Complete a quick evening reset routine. Before settling into sleep, experienced homeowners invest a few minutes in performing a gentle reset of their living spaces. This isn't motivated by perfectionist tendencies or fear of judgment. It's simply because they don't want to wake up facing the visual chaos and unfinished business from the previous day. They fold the towel that's draped over a chair back, align slippers neatly beside the doorway, return television remotes to their designated spots, and give surfaces one final wipe if needed. The entire process typically requires 5 to 10 minutes, but the impact on the following morning is transformational. Instead of beginning their day by walking into scenes of incomplete activities and scattered items, they step into a home that feels tidy, intentional, and ready to support whatever the new day might bring. This creates immediate mental clarity, emotional lightness, and a genuine sense of starting fresh rather than carrying forward yesterday's unfinished energy. Evening tidying becomes a form of mental transition ritual, a way of psychologically completing one day before allowing the next to begin. It's about respecting your future self enough to gift them with clean, organized spaces that support rather than drain their morning energy and enthusiasm. Some people find this brief evening routine actually helps them sleep better because their subconscious mind isn't holding on to the low-level stress that comes from knowing they'll face mess and chaos upon waking. Everything feels complete, settled, and properly concluded. Habit 10. Position cleaning supplies strategically throughout your home. You won't wipe surfaces if you have to search through multiple rooms to find an appropriate cloth. You won't sweep floors if the broom is stored in an inconvenient location that requires effort to access. Experienced homeowners understand this psychological reality completely, which is why they keep cleaning tools positioned strategically in each area of their home, always ready for immediate use with zero hesitation or hunting required. The kitchen maintains its own dedicated towels and surface cleaners. The living room has tablecloths and dusting supplies within arm's reach. Each bathroom contains its own complete set of cleaning materials. Every frequently used area gets equipped with exactly what's needed for quick maintenance, neatly organized but completely accessible. This strategic positioning means that whenever something looks dirty or dusty, it gets addressed immediately rather than being mentally noted as something to clean later when I have time to gather supplies. There's no accumulation period, no delay while you locate tools, no opportunity for small messes to evolve into larger problems that require more intensive effort. Some homeowners keep small cleaning caddies of baskets tucked discreetly under coffee tables, in bathroom cabinets, or inside kitchen drawers. When everything needed for quick cleaning is within immediate reach, maintenance stops feeling like a separate task and becomes simply part of your natural movement through your living space. The goal is eliminating every possible barrier between noticing something that needs attention and actually taking care of it in the moment. When cleaning supplies are strategically positioned, maintaining your home becomes effortless and automatic rather than planned and effortful. Habit 11. Maintain floor cleanliness through daily attention. Your floors represent the foundation of your home's overall cleanliness and are also the fastest way to make any space look immediately more organized and welcoming. Experienced homeowners sweep or vacuum every single day, though not necessarily their entire house, just the high traffic areas that accumulate the most dirt, debris, and foot traffic. They focus on key zones like the kitchen workspace, the main entryway, pathways between frequently used rooms, and primary sitting areas. They don't allow dust to gather into noticeable layers or pet hair to collect into rolling tumbleweeds that drift across clean surfaces. Just one light pass each day is sufficient to keep floors consistently clean and visually appealing. Some prefer traditional brooms for quick sweeping. Others use lightweight handheld vacuums for efficiency. And some alternate between methods depending on the type of debris they're addressing. Every approach works perfectly as long as it happens regularly, feels manageable, and doesn't transform a simple maintenance task into a mentally overwhelming chore. The key is preventing floor cleaning from becoming a major production that requires significant time, energy, or equipment setup. When you maintain floors daily through brief, light attention, they never reach the point where deep cleaning becomes necessary. Small, consistent effort prevents large, exhausting problems. Walking barefoot across consistently clean floors creates an immediate sense of comfort that makes you want to spend more time in your home. You feel more relaxed, more at peace in your own space, and that positive feeling naturally motivates you to continue maintaining the cleanliness that supports your well-being. Habit 12. Take time to appreciate your clean environment. Experienced homeowners don't clean and organize simply to achieve picture-perfect spaces that impress visitors or meet external standards. They maintain their homes to create environments that genuinely support their own peace of mind, comfort, and daily well-being. After completing their routine maintenance activities, they deliberately take time to sit quietly and appreciate what they've accomplished. They brew a cup of tea or coffee, perhaps play soft background music, and settle into their favorite chair to look around and truly absorb the atmosphere they've created. They notice how light moves differently through uncluttered spaces, how much easier it is to breathe when surfaces are clear, how their mind feels calmer when everything has a place and purpose. Just a few minutes of this mindful appreciation is enough to reinforce why their daily habits matter, why the small efforts add up to something meaningful, why maintaining their home is actually a form of self-care rather than just another obligation on their endless to-do list. This isn't about seeking recognition from others or proving anything to anyone outside their own experience. It's about honoring the connection between their physical environment and their emotional well-being, acknowledging that the effort they put into their home directly benefits their own quality of life and peace of mind. The feeling of sitting in a freshly maintained space, free from visual chaos, unnecessary odors, and the low-level stress that comes from living with ongoing mess, creates a sense of restoration and renewal that extends far beyond the physical realm. It feels like healing, like creating a fresh start, like nurturing yourself through your environment.
Habit 13. Create warmth through intentional living rituals. This final habit will surprise you because it has absolutely nothing to do with traditional cleaning techniques, organizational systems, or maintenance schedules. It doesn't require you to do more work, learn new skills, or purchase special equipment. Instead, it's the secret ingredient that transforms a house into a true home, especially for people who live alone, but want their space to feel warm, welcoming, and genuinely nurturing. Experienced homeowners understand that maintaining a beautiful space means nothing if you never take time to actually live in it, enjoy it, and create meaningful moments within it. They don't just clean their homes, they actively inhabit them with intention, gratitude, and mindful presence. They light candles during dinner, even when eating alone. They play music that makes them smile while folding laundry. They arrange fresh flowers or interesting objects on clean surfaces, not for Instagram photos, but for their own daily joy. They create small rituals that make ordinary moments feel special, brewing tea in their favorite cup, reading books in their tidiest corner, or watching sunset light stream through freshly cleaned windows. This habit acknowledges a fundamental truth. A spotlessly clean but emotionally cold space will never feel like home, no matter how perfectly organized everything might be. Warmth comes from the love, attention, and intentional living that you bring to your environment, not just from the absence of mess or dirt. When you clean your kitchen, you follow it up by preparing a meal you genuinely enjoy. When you organize your living room, you spend time actually relaxing in it, rather than immediately moving on to the next task. When you make your bed, you look forward to sinking into it at the end of a well-lived day. People who live alone often discover that this habit is what prevents their homes from feeling empty or lonely. By creating intentional moments of beauty, comfort, and joy within their clean spaces, they transform their houses into genuine sanctuaries that nurture their souls and support their well-being at the deepest level. The goal isn't just maintaining a space that looks good, it's creating an environment that genuinely feels good to live in, day after day, year after year. If you've stayed with me through all 13 of these life-changing habits, I want to express my sincere gratitude. Out of everything you could have chosen to watch today, you decided to spend this time with me, exploring these simple but powerful approaches to creating a home that truly supports your well-being and peace of mind. Your attention and engagement are the reasons I continue writing, sharing, and maintaining this channel as a warm, supportive community for anyone who wants to live with greater intention, less stress, and more daily joy. The fact that you're here tells me you're ready to embrace a gentler, more sustainable approach to caring for both your home and yourself. If these habits resonate with you, if you can imagine implementing even one or two of them into your daily routine, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue this journey together through many more videos focused on living slower, lighter, and more peacefully. Ring the notification bell so you never miss new content that might support your path toward greater home happiness.
I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which habit surprised you most? Which one are you excited to try first? Share your thoughts and experiences because this community grows stronger when we learn from each other's wisdom and support each other's progress. If this video helped you see your home maintenance routine in a new light, please consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from these gentle, sustainable approaches to creating a more peaceful living environment. Sometimes the smallest actions create the biggest transformations. Thank you so much for listening, for engaging, and for being part of this community focused on finding joy in the simple, everyday moments that make life beautiful. I hope to see you again very soon as we continue exploring calm, intentional approaches to living well in whatever space you call home.